When we were writing it back in a little studio in Melbourne, we didn't expect it to be as successful as it is. So we kind of had no expectations. It was our first album. We'd never toured the world before. We'd never played music for a living before. So totally no expectations. None. It means everything for us to tour. We're a band. Not every band likes to tour. Some bands, they just like to go to the studio and make music, and we like to do that as well. But we love touring. So I guess it's the lifeline of the Temper Trap. You start getting used to the lifestyle of touring, and then that becomes the norm. That becomes normal everyday life, and sitting on a beach on holidays or hanging out at your parents' house for 2 weeks, that's not normal. You get crazy and you're like, just put me to work again, So. I don't know if there's two sides. I think they're just kind of like all gelled into one. It's romantic, powerful, and pop at the same time. Some of the romantic songs are kind of poppy, I don't think that's entirely true, because I'm sure there's some places where certain music is banned, for the general public to listen to, and that's why there's like an underground metal scene in Baghdad, Iraq, or I don't know, maybe kids are listening to rap music in Kabul in Afghanistan without anyone knowing, for fear of, I don't know, they might get in trouble. So. But yeah, I mean, music, that's the beauty of music. It transcends all borders, all barriers, and it's a beautiful thing. Accept it. Oh, tonight is gonna be our 300. Since we started touring internationally, it's gonna be our 363rd show. So I don't know how to answer that question, obviously. But I will tell you this. One show that was very memorable was Corona Capital. Up until then, we had never played to a crowd that big before. It was estimated somewhere around like 30,000 or something like that, And it was insane because we didn't have anything out here, but I guess through the power of internet, obviously, people just know your music from the internet. And at certain points, I couldn't hear myself sing because the crowd was singing like so loud. So that was amazing. It's kind of like it's Halloween, so maybe people will dress up and get a little bit, we're gonna put on a party tonight. It's not gonna be too serious. There's gonna be some serious moments, but there's gonna be some, a bit of a party as well. I think it's amazing. I think from what little I know of the ancient civilizations of Mexico, the Aztecs and the Mayans, and the guys who went to see the pyramids the other day. I've seen the pyramids in Tulum and stuff, the Mayan pyramids, and they were so advanced for that time. They had their own mathematical structure and just how everything was built and everything. It's really impressive, and they had their own calendar system. And I think for modern Mexican culture, I think it's amazing as well. Obviously, we tour. We don't come to Mexico that often, unfortunately, but we tour America a lot. And America is just like another Mexico, because there's so many Mexicans there, and they've really taken on your culture as well. And let's be honest, what is American food? It's probably Mexican food is American food. They love it. I know white Americans that will like go to Australia or go to Europe, and they'll say that, oh man, I really miss Mexican food. They're not going to say, oh, I could kill for a cheeseburger. They'll be like, I could die for some tacos right now. Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, Radiohead. It's like cooking, man. You gotta be adventurous. Sometimes it works, sometimes it tastes awful. So you just gotta know. You have to have a good palate for what works and what doesn't. Rap and rock usually doesn't work. I mean, Rage Against the Machine is probably the only one that can do it and pull it off, and you know. Well, music used to be just like a pastime, a hobby, or something to kind of make me feel better or make me feel a certain way. But obviously now music is a lot more. You know, it's my livelihood. It's almost like a child that I have to be responsible of. You know, I can't treat it just, you know. I have to look after myself so that I can perform my music well. It's taken on a whole different meaning for me. You know, it encompasses a lot more. And the trick is to still, even though you know this is our 363rd show, and you do it every day, every night you do it. The trick is to still have that same mindset of what music was to you when before all this happened. When it was just me playing guitar in my room. Of course I get bored. Yeah, I have moments. I don't get bored all the time, you know. But yeah, there's moments. It's not always easy.